It's been foggy here lately, and it really hasn't cleared. Most days start like this. I haven't really seen the sun in about 2 weeks. Now, this is only my second winter here, so I'm still learning what's normal. But with a stretch of heavy fog like this, I wanted to see how the mini splits were actually running, how much solar was the hybrid unit getting, how they were running as heat pumps both during the day and overnight when temperatures dropped just a little bit. Now, just for some context, in my living room, I went with the EG4 hybrid 24K unit, mainly to help lower my electricity bill. Power is expensive where I live, and for most of the year, it's pretty sunny here, so solar usually does well. This just hasn't been one of those stretches. With fog like this, we're still technically getting sun. It's light out, but all of that light is diffused by the fog, so there's no direct sun hitting the panels, so production, I'm assuming, is going to be a lot lower. It also helps to keep the temperatures here in mind. This area does not get very cold. The lowest nights are usually somewhere in the mid-30s. During the day, it's typically in the 40s to low 50s, depending on whether the sun comes out or not. Now, by late morning, around 11:30, solar input was sitting around 240 watts. At that point, the living room unit was maintaining 67 degrees inside, with it being about 47 degrees outside. The mini split was pulling roughly 320 watts from AC power. Now around noon, with the outside temperature about 49 degrees, I set the unit to 75 just to get it running more than it normally would. Solar input peaked around 420 watts. At the same time, the living room 24,000 BTU unit was pulling about 1200 watts from AC. Again, for some more context, I have 6 450 watt panels tied into the hybrid unit. And these panels are set up at a fixed angle that is definitely more ideal for summertime. Now, if we move over to the bedrooms, each bedroom has the same 9,000 BTU system, and they are not tied into solar. So with that set to 75 degrees in the same 49 degree condition, it was drawing around 530 to 540 watts consistently. Now with all of this fog, there's normal condensation on the outdoor units. I haven't seen frequent defrost cycles or any change in how the units sound. By around 9 p.m., the outside temperature was about 43 degrees. The living room unit was set to 75 and it was running around 1200 watts. When I raised the temperature to 80, power use climbed to around 16 to 1700 watts, and I did see a brief spike to about 2000 watts. Using a meat thermometer, because that's what I have, the air coming out was around 113 degrees. With the bedroom unit set to 80 degrees, that unit peaked just over 1000 watts. Now, that's the highest I've seen this 9000 BTU unit pull. Even during the hottest part of summer, it usually sits closer to 800 watts. But that's not a surprise because heating tends to take more power than cooling. And I know 43 degrees overnight is not very cold. A few nights ago it dropped to about 37, which is still not terribly cold, and I wish I'd run these same tests that night also. If it gets back into the 30s again, I'll run this again and see how the numbers change.